Okay, now how to get here. This is the A193. In this direction it heads towards Blythe, in this direction towards the coast, Whitley Bay area. This is the B1325. If you go along here and down here, right here is where the car park is. As I said, it only seems to have space for 3 or 4 cars depending on how you park. Okay. When I came out the car park, I headed in this direction, down, and joined the path which followed the river, which goes into the woods and around this way. The path does go for quite a way, and you can't actually see, even if I zoom in, you can't actually see the bits that I seen, the bridges or anything like that, but they are there. That's why, looking at the map, you are restricted to knowing what you might find when you get in. You see, it's just solid trees all the way. As I said, the path goes much further in this direction. It continues all the way along here. To about here. It's where the woods seem to end. That is quite a way. As I did say, from the car park, when we get back to it, which is here, you did have the option when you came out here, that was the path there. You could go on this path here, which is a bit more visible, which goes up here. It just goes into the woods and it comes out here. You may be able to see the white mark there. That was the opposite direction. Now this is going to bring her back around at some point. We have a bridge and a path. The path's there. That'll bring us back around. We'll just miss out that bit and still see the path line there. Comes out near the church and near the harbour and the sea. And if you're going in this direction, this building here, that's a toilet. Of course you've got pub. You have another pub here. There's a fish and chip shop here, and there's a supermarket, small supermarket down here, the Co-op. So hopefully that'll help you find your way to this site. Hello and welcome on this sunny night. Now we're out for a walk. I'll put up where we are and how to get here, and we're just going to have a walk. We're going to see what we can see, and I'm going to show you where we are, what the roads and paths are like, what's here, and you can decide what pictures, if you came here, you would like to take. Other than that, you can either just have a look and see if you would like to come here just for a walk. Maybe you've never been here before, maybe it's on your doorstep or just a few miles away, but yet you have not been here. Well, here's a way for you to have a look and see what's here without physically coming, and you can just sit and have a watch. So we'll turn the camera around and you can see where we're going. As you see, we have a little pond, and I suppose when these grasses are properly nice and green, it might give a better picture. To get back on the path, we've got to walk over mud, but most of it's quite crushed, compact stones in it. Now, people normally come here to walk their dogs. The car park seems to only have space for 3 to 4 cars, depending on how well they park. There is seats. There is fencing around, so you can't get near to the water. Mind, it doesn't say you want to get close to the water anyway. It's not all that clean. But if you take it that, you would think there's quite a few shots here that you might get when the trees have leaves on. Now, when I got to that junction, I went straight across and came down this path, which seems to be mostly a bit of mud, a bit of stones. Don't know where it goes. Always interesting. Always time to have fun. But some of the steps are quite tall to step down. There's bits of mud. But we found our way to this. The water comes down, goes down, and it comes actually out over here. And goes back into the river. This path now getting a lot more muddier. That's the bridge. Yep. There's another path that runs along here on the other side, which looks much easier to walk on than the one at this side. Of course, none of these fences are very high, but they're just to keep you away from the water. As you see, we'll move to the other side. I took a couple of shots, but the other path runs up here. It's narrow also, it's quite steep on the fall off part. This is the position on the other side of the water, and this is the waterfall that we've just been, and how it comes out here and goes into the river. As you see, we have a lot more sense of spring arriving. This tree being covered in moss, unusual shaped. So we'll continue along after leaving here, along the path for a little bit further. Okay, we've now got to this point and I found a bridge back across the water. The path continues in this direction and in this direction. That's the way we came. There's a small path that leads down to the water there. Yeah, there's quite a few birds because they put feeders out here. There's quite a few little birds here. I don't know if you can see, but there's one right there. Sitting quietly on the branch. Once again, if I have a big telephoto lens, you'd be able to pick that up. You sat quite happily there. So we've got to this bridge. We still have plenty of water. You've seen that was some ducks. So we'll continue back towards the car.